Your morning news now. The statewide mask mandate in Wisconsin is now set to expire on November 21st. Governor Tony Evers extended that order despite being challenged by conservatives in court. Evers says this is due to the surge in COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin, especially on college campuses. Wisconsin now ranks third in the nation for new cases per capita or average person compared to ranking 26th a month ago. The order requires everyone age 5 and older to wear a mask while indoors except at home. $300 million is being slashed from Wisconsin state agencies' pockets. This comes after another round of budget cuts Governor Tony Evers ordered due to losses caused by the pandemic. He requested $250 million from state agencies in July. Wisconsin health officials are recommending against trick-or-treating as usual this holiday or this Halloween because of the pandemic. The Department of Health Services says going house to house and having in-person contact is not a good idea. If neighborhoods decide to go ahead with traditional trick-or-treating, health officials recommend leaving individual treat bags on the porch for children to pick up.
Well, clear skies and fairly light winds overnight has led to some areas of patchy fog this morning, primarily in the river valleys. You can see here in downtown La Crosse, a little bit of fog hanging right over the main channel, the Mississippi. Visibility not impacted out at the airport, but it's down to a quarter mile around Eau Claire and Boscobel.
If you're a Wisconsin resident planning to visit Chicago, you'll have to quarantine for 2 weeks first. Yesterday, city officials announced for the second time that Wisconsin was back on its quarantine list because of a spike in coronavirus cases. Minnesota was also added to the city's quarantine list, while Kentucky and Louisiana were removed. Winona residents are being warned against visiting La Crosse County for leisure activities. That's according to a Facebook post from Winona County Emergency Management. The department says this does not mean you have to cancel doctor's appointments, going to work, or doing anything essential. It's advising against visiting bars, restaurants, non-essential shopping, and other activities. The La Crosse Center board is discussing ways to safely welcome back people to the venue. The center is trying to pull off 3 big wrestling events, a holiday fair, a bull riding championship, and UW La Crosse's winter graduation, along with some smaller events. Based on guidelines from the Cooley COVID Collaborative, the center can only open at 25% capacity right now. The board has submitted a reopening plan to the mayor, and so far they have received positive feedback.
Come down and have our children see what an impact this year has made.
Thousands of people are expected to pay their respects at the Supreme Court today and tomorrow for the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. After a private ceremony, she will lie in repose at the top of the building steps on Friday. Judge Ginsburg's casket will be moved to Capitol Hill, where she will become the first woman to lie in state. President Trump says he will announce his pick for the Supreme Court on Saturday. Jill Biden is joining U.S. Representative Ron Kind today for a virtual event on women and how they impact our economy. La Crosse area business owners will also be taking part in the discussion. It starts at 4:15 this afternoon and will last about an hour. We have a link to register on our website, news8000.com. Today, the La Crosse Public Library and La Crosse Historical Society are reenacting stories about early African Americans in our area. The Enduring Families Project has always been a bus tour, but this year the program will be virtual. It begins with 3 videos about the project, and a panel discussion follows with live actors. The program starts at 7 this evening. You can register by email or you can call 608-789-7145. It's time to start stocking up on books for winter reading. So happening today, Friends of the Onalaska Library is hosting a book sale outside of the Onalaska Public Library. The group will only be accepting cash or checks. The sale starts at 10 this morning and it wraps up at 6 in the evening. And just a heads up that multiple trails on Hicks and Forest will be closed for maintenance today. The Bicentennial, Log Loop, and Aspen Trail will all be closed effective immediately. Northern Natural Gas is reclaiming trails that were previously impacted from work performed in August.
Well, Sparta and Black River Falls in the mid-40s this morning. Most of us in the lower to middle 50s. It's going to be another warm day. Watch out for some patchy fog early. That should mix out by about 8 or 9 o'clock. Otherwise, lots of sun and warm again. Highs around 82. Scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, 74. Back around 81 on Friday. Turning breezy and quite a bit cooler as we head into next week.
Thanks for sharing your morning with us. Have a great Wednesday. Stick around now for CBS This Morning, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow morning.